Well, I think that a bass player is in a very unique situation in that we often start playing in a band as soon as we start playing the instrument. Every band needs a bass player pretty much. So from my personal experience, the first week I learned how to play bass, I was already playing in a band. So the part about practicing and playing for me is very intertwined. While I was learning how to play the instrument itself, I was also learning how to play with other musicians and learning how to play music. So I think there's some good and bad elements of that happening with the bass player playing in a band right away. The good is that, obviously the most important thing is that we make music, and it's all about that. It's about playing with other people and creating music. So right away, for myself, I learned that very quickly, was that it wasn't about technique so much as about being able to play with other people and give them what they needed from the bass. I think some of the bad things that could happen with that, though, are there's some certain bad habits that can happen if you're all of a sudden you're just playing in a band and you don't learn your instrument thoroughly before you even join the band. I think you can get away with quite a lot with the bass without people noticing that you really don't have it together quite yet. So for me, it was really important to not only be playing in a band right away, but also taking lessons right away and getting with a teacher that was, it was at a certain level that they could really see what I needed to learn. Those are some of the thoughts. And then another positive of joining a band right away when you're learning an instrument is that you learn really quickly that what you need to practice is shown to you by the gigs that you do, by playing with musicians who are better than you, and playing, having to learn how to play with other musicians and learning how to play music. You're very quickly shown what you need to practice. So that mixed with having a teacher telling me that, I think was really helpful. One other final thought I would say is, I think that's very specific to the acoustic bass, is the need to get with a teacher pretty quick, because with any instrument this is true, but I think especially with the acoustic bass, you can very early get into some bad habits that will make it much harder as you get older and start, playing more and more. So, there's no getting around practicing and having a teacher who will show you what you need to work on. So I think that's especially true on the upright bass, but true on any instrument.